Yeah.
With that, I know and I understand a lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you
What
to even
situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in
My life,
relationships?
my life, my life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low
No,
functioning.
no, no. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my
no,
intentions
no.
away from this. Is can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
I'm
just
saying,
want
or by
God
your
to bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just
Because
bring 'em,
my
okay.
point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating in this.
She's right. I mean, because having too many kids, even if they all have individual houses even if Cam Newton has houses for those different women and those different kids, it's gonna be very hard for him to allocate enough attention to every child to understand what's going on with every child. Now, if all those kids, like back in the day, with men who are different women or different different women, different kids, so many kids, if you had all the kids in the same household, it would be better. I'm not saying it's the best, it would be better, rather than having to go to every house visiting kids, right? It would be better if all the kids were in the same household, even if they're from different women. The issue is now he's taking away the kids from the moms. Now he's also taking away that attention from the moms, because kids need both attention from the mom and attention from the dad. So if he's not spending enough time with each child to understand how the child feels, if the child wants to play with him, wants to talk to him about what's going on in school, he cannot track every single child's progress in life. So I understand what you're saying.
Disclaimer. The kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now,
That is very true. Like I just said, he's going to have trouble allocating enough time to every child and understand the child's progress in life. How is the child doing school? What sports? What games? What does the child like? Birthdays. You feel me? Because he's on the road, he's doing different things. So it's going to be tough for him to allocate time for one child, but allocating time to 8 kids is even tougher. And then he has to deal with the 3 women as well, because I'm sure they don't like each other. It's not like they're sister wives or anything. I'm sure they don't like that he spends more time at one house than the other house. I'm sure he's not on good terms with every woman. I don't know, but it's very tough to do that, because if he buys one woman and her kids something nice, the other women are also going to be expecting the same thing. So she's right. it's going to be very tough to divide the attention and resources. Now he's rich, maybe the resources won't be an issue, but the attention every child needs, because those kids are gonna, you know, if kids have, he has to show up to school with one of the kids, but at the same time another child needed him to be at his or her school. That's gonna be tough to do. So at the end of the day, some kids are gonna grow up with a big deficit.
Chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah.
That's true. It's kind of selfish, but at the same time, you would think it's only rich men who do this because women want the money and they don't mind, they'll get child support. But some broke, poor dudes do this as well. They have different kids, different women. So I won't even say it's just a rich thing. It's more about, if the women choose you, they choose you. They don't care if you have kids with another woman. They're still going to be down to have your babies too. And now obviously that doesn't take responsibility from a man. But it's good to hold, I guess, the baby daddies accountable, even if they're rich. So you can tell Cam Newton kind of has no response. She had him for a minute.
Almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy.
Damn, next victim, huh? I mean, she's right, but she's right. Oh my goodness. It's just that, usually Cam Newton he talks a lot, or is very engaging with his guests, but she had him, like, he has nothing to say in return.
And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want, you're trying to create a home.
I mean, I have to disagree there, because more women have kids than Black men do. More Black women have more kids than Black men do, which means women usually have kids with a minority of the men, right? You may find the Cam Newtons who are rich and the few broke guys who have different baby mamas, but majority of Black men don't have kids with different women. Women, on the other hand, I think have kids by different men. So if she's gonna if she's gonna hold Cam Newton accountable, fine. But if she's gonna say, I wish Black men would stop doing that, then you have to also talk about that, you wish Black women would stop the divorce rate, divorcing men, which is also part of breaking up homes. Then you would have to also wish that Black women would stop having kids by different men as well. That's also part of breaking homes. You feel me? So you have to, now I get it. Now you're talking to Cam Newton as a man. You may not want to talk about the woman, but I just had to disagree with that fact. Otherwise, she's right. She's holding him accountable, and men should really stop having kids with different women.
Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish. I'm done, you can go for
Okay,
it.
Silas.
Speechless.
All right, so What identifies as a broken home?
What you have going on with whoever you're not in the house with is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means.
That the family is blended. So blended.
So blended means broken.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I disagree. Blended doesn't mean broken, in my opinion. Like I said, for me, the best situation in Cam Newton's situation, he would need to have all the kids in one house, which may be hard because the women want to be with their kids as well, or they want their own separate lives or whatever, separate houses. But if he's not in a relationship with those women anymore, the best case scenario would have to be have all the kids in one house at his house, where at least he has a chance to give attention to all those different kids. But they are in different houses, different counties, or maybe even to some extent different states. He's going to have trouble spending enough time with them. But if they're in the same house, that's a blended family. But to me, it's broken. I mean, it's tough to say, but for me, if it's blended doesn't mean broken, because as long as you have the structure that can help those kids. For example, if a man marries a single mom, it's a broken family. It's blended at the same time, but that's a better situation than if she was just a single mom by herself, because now there's a man in the house. So if Cam gets to get married finally, because it sounds like he doesn't want to get married, if he gets married and brings all his kids to stay in the same house as him and his new wife, it's a blended family, but it's not broken anymore, because now they have a mom and they have a wife, they have a woman and a man in the house. So I think that could help.
The guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as.
Whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just.
No, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old. If he has no kids.
So your
he's a candidate.
non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids. But yes, I get how you're saying it. Yes.
So you cannot date a person. You cannot be with a person.
I can, but I'm choosing not to.
So.
I can be with anyone, but I'm choosing not to.
You're.
I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're
I
like
can,
jumping in,
I
jumping out. It's either.
Cam. No, it's not I can't. There's no such thing. I can date whoever I want. I am definitely well equipped to do so.
Okay.
So I'm not going to allow that word to be something that fits what I can't do. I'm well equipped.
All right, sounds like they went into her life story, because she's 41, single, no kids, never married. So I guess, but she still wants to be married and have kids. I don't know how that will work out, but I just wanted to react to that part because it's been catching fire. What do you guys think? She was right. Cam Newton, broken home, different baby mamas, so many kids, cannot give his attention to other kids. That's very right. But I think both men and women have to do their job to stop the broken homes. The man stop having different kids, different baby mamas. The women do the same. Stop having kids with different men. And if anything, at least get married first. What do you guys think? Comment down below, subscribe. Peace.